I finally got my hands on one. The purest, most utilitarian tool handcrafted by the highest, sought far and wide for its proficiency in street photography. No, not that one. The Ricoh GR III. See, I've wanted a Ricoh GR for a while now. In fact, it was my first choice back before I bought my XF10 last year. However, it was my first foray into the world of pocket point and shoot cameras, and the price of a used GR2 was a bit more than I was ready to spend at the time. All was for good though. If not for the XF10, I never would have been introduced to the beauty of Fujifilm's cameras. While the GR2 is still on my list of future purchases, I think the GR3 is still a really good camera. And while it's only 3 days into my week-long commitment to using only this camera, as I do with all my new cameras, I think I see the hype. For years, YouTube reviewers touted the words perfect travel companion, or street shooter's dream, and snap focus, with little regard for context beyond just these words themselves. Basically, the Ricoh GR series is amazing because you can fit the cameras anywhere, and you can manipulate the exposure controls with no need for hand gymnastics. And this is true for everything but manual focus, so on this camera manual focus is relegated to a by-wire system on this little back wheelie dial. But this is only an annoyance on day one. As with a lot of things in life, we humans adapt to inconveniences and learn to zone focus. The images are good. I mean, it's a camera that came out in 2019. I think that's the least of anybody's worries. I shoot JPEG only with a custom tuned positive film, as this camera only shoots DNG RAW files, and I've been spoiled rotten by Fujifilm's picture profiles like my favorite classic mag. Yeah, the autofocus leaves a bit to be desired, but that's why we set the focus distance to 5 meters and then we set the aperture to f8. Problem solved. Yeah, the battery life is terrible, but I treat it like my phone and just charge it every night. Problem solved. And people will say the video is limited to 1080p. I haven't even checked yet, but set it to interval shooting and make a time lapse. There you go. Camera's 24 megapixels, so you can downsample that to 4K video. It's a B-roll machine. There you go. You're welcome. I guess that's it, you know. This is my first traditional camera review. And sure, this is only a holdover until I beat this writer's block, but there aren't that many videos on the GR3 besides just the ones that came out in 2019. And those were professional reviews that just said, hey, it's a new camera, these are all the new features, the end. I guess maybe all the people who's supposed to know about this camera already do.